Today we are going to talk about the properties of a parallelogram. One of the properties of a parallelogram is that opposite sides are congruent. That means MA is congruent to segment TH and segment MT is congruent to segment AH. So the two pairs of opposite sides are congruent. Now this is the first property. A second property is that the opposite sides are parallel. So PA, segment PA is parallel to segment RM, and segment RP is parallel to segment MA. So the two pairs of opposite sides are parallel. Now remember, parallel sides give me congruent angles. So if I have this parallelogram and I draw a diagonal, so let's go ahead and sketch a diagonal, then I can use the Z, which is alternate interior angles, to say that angle APM is congruent to PMR. And I also can use this Z to say that angle RPM is congruent to angle AMP. So keep in mind that parallel lines or parallel sides give me congruent angles. In this case, it's the alternate interior angle. And parallel lines could give me supplementary angles. So do you remember the U shape? In this case, those two angles, so APR and PRM, are called same side interior. So these two angles are going to be supplementary. It means they add up to give you 180 degrees. So one thing that you can notice every time you have a parallelogram is that consecutive angles are supplementary, which means add up to give you 180 degrees. Because of the same side interior. So I can say that angle P and angle A are supplementary, angle P and angle R are supplementary, angle R and angle M are supplementary, and angle M and angle A are supplementary. So any two consecutive angles are supplementary because of the same side interior angles theorem that tells me that same side interior angles are supplementary, which means add up to give you 180. Now, another thing that you need to be able to notice every time you have a parallelogram is that the opposite sides are parallel. So you can use the same side interior angle theorem to say that the alternate interior angles are congruent. So these are important things to remember and to notice every time I have a parallelogram, because parallel sides give me either congruent angles or supplementary angles. Now let's move on to number 3. Now the third property is that opposite angles in a parallelogram are congruent. So angle C is congruent to angle E, and angle K is congruent to angle A. So the two pair of opposite angles are congruent. Now the last property is that diagonals of a parallelogram bisect each other. So I'm going to start by sketching the diagonals. So I connect M and H, and I'm going to connect T and A. So these are called diagonals because they connect the opposite angles, diagonals in a parallelogram bisect each other. Which means they go through each other's midpoint. So if they meet an angle O, that means that MO is congruent to OH, so O is the midpoint of MH, and TO is congruent to OA, so O is the midpoint of TA. That's what it means by diagonals bisect each other. It means they cut each other in half. So TO is congruent to OA, so O is like the midpoint of TA, and O is the midpoint of MH, which means that MO is congruent to OH. Now, yes, diagonals bisect each other in a parallelogram, but diagonals are not congruent in a parallelogram, which means that MH is not congruent to TA in a parallelogram, and diagonals are not perpendicular in a parallelogram, which means that they don't form a right angle where they meet. So angle O over here is not 90 degrees. So diagonals are not perpendicular in a parallelogram, they are not congruent in a parallelogram, but they bisect each other. It means they cut each other in half. So these are the 4 properties of a parallelogram. The 2 pairs of opposite sides are congruent. The 2 pairs of opposite sides are parallel. The 2 pair of opposite angles are congruent, and diagonals bisect each other.